the Call of Duty Rec League. I am Jake here today with Team Oregon. We got the Chicago Hunted versus the Boston Burgers starting out right now on Albaga Fortress. This is going to be a good one.
Oh, it's going to be a good one for sure, and it is already hot in action. Here's Grippy, finds a big two-piece for spawns. That's a great start there for the side of the Chicago Hunted. They're also getting a lot of this hill time here and starting to pin the Burgers back into the Fortress spawn trap.
Tale as old as time, Team Oregon. They cannot get out of that P3 area, but Big Butt Guy is trying to make the break for it. As of now, though, Chicago Hunted just soaking up all of this time, picking up at least 30 seconds bare minimum on this P1 before that P2 pops. And don't forget, like we said before, they have the rotation. Boston Burgers, you can see it's a mad dash to try to get through P5.
It's going to be up to Nova, but he gets immediately taken down by Grippy, who is on a 5 streak already. It's a great break off from him. He's staring down the barrel of that cruise missile. Popcorn's going to be looking to make a play here as his teammates are moving around the backside, but Grippy is holding the line. That is the cruise missile confirmed for him, but Popcorn's finally able to take him out there, and it's going to be the Chicago Hunted get broke for a second here. Up to Reaper. He runs out of bullets, though. He's got to get off the scene, but big man Grippy is there. OG Big Butt Guy is locking it down for him, though, Jake.
Big Butt Guy making big butt plays right now on the map. 4 and 4 so far. He hopped his way onto that point. Big 25 seconds. You see player 5. That's going to be Popcorn. He sneaks through to P3 as well. Going to be a big battle here between him and Devin. He is able to hear him. That's a big kill right there. 15 seconds left on the clock. Chicago Hunted have soaked up a lot of this time, but you see it's going to be a battle for P3, and it's a 4-on-2 for the Chicago Hunted right now.
Apple's able to get one. Nova finds another, so they may be able to lock this streak or this P3 side down. But Yomack finds a seam, gets a big two-piece. His teammates help him out for the 3, and that is a quick and easy break for the Chicago Hunted. And this could be trouble for the Burgers here.
Yeah, it's been kind of a slow start for the Burgers. Chicago Hunted have kind of, had what they wanted to happen on the map at all times. If Chicago Hunted are trying to make a play, that play is being made, and that's what's led them to this very sizable lead right now. As you can see at the top of the screen, 82-19. And I mean, that's more than a hill of time. So Chicago Hunted, they're poised to soak up the rest of this time. 25 left on the clock, and you see Maple, he is able to break on through for a moment, but Boston Burgers, they're also thinking about their rotation in the back of their head.
Yeah, it's almost to that point where you just got to chalk this one up and try to move on to this P4, which isn't known to be a money hill, but engage that Fortress spawn trap might help, but you got to kill Devin first, and Reaper is here as well. These guys are already out of the spawn, so causing a whole lot of problems here as Reaper turns onto Nova. You hate to see it. He's doing everything for his team to try and get this spawns in their control, but right now the Boston Burgers are locking it down. This is the best hold they've had so far today. They are making a whole lot of progress here, chipping away at that lead.
Yeah, and if you are the Boston Burgers right now, you're just trying to play scrappy. Obviously, this isn't the money hill that you want in the grand scheme of things, but if you can turn it into a sizable point gain here, that's definitely a W. You can see them doing it now. They've already gotten themselves around 20 points since this hill first popped, and that's already enough. You can start focusing on this P5, getting in that open and closed areas as the Chicago Hunted break in. Boston Burgers can now create a hold here.
That was a great break from the Burgers there to split that time off, just how you were saying. If they can just keep them out in that lead, just keep the hill time even basically for the rest of this match, and they should walk away with it pretty easy here. But the Burgers are on rotation. They've got a decent setup here. Popcorn may be able to find one of these players jumping out. That's Devin. He cuts down here. He can be big, but he gets traded out. Now it's up to Big Butt Guy and crew to try and hold the line, but he gets taken out as well. So now the Chicago Hunted, once again, just an easy break.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at the slaying numbers, you can't say you're surprised by the way this game is going so far. All of Chicago Hunted positive at least 1 kill, some of them positive, 4 or 5. And if you're getting kills like that, it's so easy to just gain that hard point time. Boston Burgers are just having such a tough time breaking on in when they need to. Those ARs are shooting, the SMGs are applying that pressure, and now they're about to be up over 100 points. If you're Boston Burgers, this next rotation of hills is going to have to be where you start turning it around. That P1, you can definitely turn this into a money hill, but you really got to focus up, and you can see them still fighting for that P5 with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, that last little bit of 10 seconds, I think, is going to slip through their fingers here. more importantly, they got to get out of this spawn trap. Because now they are spotted in that back fountain area. You can see them try to funnel across the middle of the map here, and actually Chicago Hunted may have gave him a gap for a second. A couple players are able to make it through. Mapple finds one, but big guy gets picked up on the backside. Grippy has been absolutely frying today. He's going to have to try and find Mapple here, and he does. And that's going to be a huge kill, because now the Boston Burgers are going to have to hit the panic button a little bit and try to break into this hill if they can.
Yeah, and from what I'm seeing on the mini-map right now, I can only imagine that the Chicago Hunted comms are very coordinated right now. This hold was about as perfect as you could get. They had every lane of that map locked down. Not a single one of the Chicago Hunted getting killed when they shouldn't be, for the most part. Devin, 21 and 10. It's just so easy when you have an SMG playing like that on your team. Now you move over to P2. This is looking to be, you know, over sooner than later, Teamwork. Boston Burgers are going to have to do something crazy to turn this one around.
They can lose it on this P2 here, and they're still in this spawn trap. The cruise missile was called in, so at least they don't got to worry about that anymore. But Big Butt Guy and Mapple combined for 2. Mapple's actually in the back line. He's going to try to play his life here. He needs to stay alive, give his team some time to work, and Popcorn does it. He's going to be able to get in. He might get a good read on Devin here, but he's just a little too weak for that gunfight. And Devin gets a 2-piece, and that's going to be a quick rebreak. And the Chicago Hunted can win here. Now the cruise missile comes out for Devin. He's got all the info on this break. And maybe even try to find a player here, but I think he clips the corner of that building. All up to Mapple, though. He finds one. Immediately traded out. And the Chicago Hunted are looking to call game.
They absolutely are. They've shut down the Boston Burgers around ever since that first rotation of hills ended. I mean, they've just soaked up so many points from when we saw that break on that P4. This is going to end up doing it as long as Mapple doesn't end up finding a 2-piece. It is going to go to the next hill, but you see the Chicago Hunted, they're already there.
Yeah, Yo Max just going to go ahead and hop in there, and there you go. The Chicago Hunted win a very decisive first map here on the Fortress. The Burgers are going to have to hit some regains. Yeah,
and this is definitely a scoreline I'm surprised to see. You know, you look at the standings right now in the Silver South Division. We got Boston. Map 2. Chicago Hunted with a very decisive Game 1 victory. Boston Burgers trying to come back into it and tie up the series at 1. They get the first blood. It's exactly what they needed. Nova with a big 2-piece. Exactly how this game should have started for the Boston Burgers. This is what they needed.
It's exactly what they needed here. And Popcorn showing some great form. They're trying to suss out this last player. And Grippy going to get taken out also by Nova. So Man's on a 3 streak. Looks like they're going to hang out for a second. Wait for that dead silence to load up. They're going to be looking good for the next couple rounds here with the dead silence advantage.
Yeah, none of the players from the Boston Burgers go down. That's a big, you know, confidence booster after that tough map 1. So Boston Burgers, they strike first on the defensive end. And, you know, one thing you can say for the Chicago Hunted is that offensive side on Embassy is not very forgiving. So, you know, maybe they're able to bounce back here on the defensive end. But Boston Burgers, you got to imagine they have at least 1 trophy to block those nades.
Yeah, they're going to need it here, too. This B site is pretty cut and dry in how you got to play it.
Ooh.
Nova pulling the quick switch. Said, hold on, man. Let me pull the thing out. He's going to try to get some kills here. As his teammates are actually able to get close to the site. The bomb did make it across, but Big Butt Guy's maybe just waiting for his teammates to get a pick. He's going to try to move this bomb a little bit closer. But he's going to have to watch out for Yomac jiggling in that corner over there, and Popcorn actually finds the first blood. So that may be all the info he needed to start getting that bomb down. They're going to be able to kind of lock this down here. This is a good setup for a 4v3 retake.
Popcorn's watching over as well. He should be able to get this kill. Yomac TV trying to run away, but he does not have that time. Now a 2v4 situation. Reaper with the snipe in hand, trying to counter Nova. Big pick out of Grippy. But you got to get 3 more to find this bomb, and you only have 30 seconds left to go. Sniper's still in the back pocket. He spots Nova's shot, misses. 2 players up top. Can he find either of them? You see Maple trying to sneak through mid, but that hit marker might be all you need to slow down that time. But the big pick out of Grippy right there. Now a 2v2 situation. Grippy goes down as well. The nade is good. The snipe is good. And Nova comes out on top.
Here we go. The Boston Burgers 2 in a row here. Nova's letting this bad boy sing. Tosses the nade out. Finds that kill. There's the last one to boot. Man's on a 5 streak, which can actually be pretty influential on this map, especially in search and destroy.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great way to, use your utility to find those kills. I mean, that's a clean 2 kills out of Nova there after that 3 kills in round 1 to get on that 5. Like you said, 1 off of that cruise missile. He pulls out that AR, not playing with it on the defensive end. I'm not sure if that nade connects, Teamwork, I will not lie. But otherwise, there's one player in front of him. He gets cut down. That cruise missile no longer a possibility. And the first man down situation the Boston Burgers have had to deal with, how do they operate?
They're going to have to deal with Popcorn as he's found a great seam. I mean, this is such a good spot for him right now. If he can just be annoying and find 1 kill here, as Mapple's able to find Yomack. Devin able to spot him, though. Had to cancel the plant for a second.
Ooh.
That may give his team some time, but Big Butt Guy gets sniped. And it's all down to Mapple in a 1v3 situation with the bomb down.
Ooh, can't make the jump either. Slow start to it. Got to pull himself up. And the time is just not on his side, no doubt about it. Any kills are a bonus here at this point. I mean, this setup is too good. From the Chicago Hunted, it would have to be a gargantuan toss in order to lose this round. The sniper's still there. Does Reaver hit it? No. Ooh, nice shots out of Mapple right there. And the slide's still good. This round gonna go the way of the Chicago Hunted. They find their first.
There we go. Hunted are on the board. They don't choke the 1v3. That would have been absolutely tragic. As you can see, Devin playing the nice corner here. Able to pick up Mapple, and now it's a little bit of a contest, you know? You stop the bleeding a little bit, you clutch up your offense, and Chicago Hunted are going to find themselves back on the defensive side, maybe with a little bit more confidence in their gameplay here.
Yeah, Boston Burgers now have to play a tough offensive side. Chicago Hunted, get their toes wet a little bit. And how do they react? I mean, it looks like Boston Burgers, they're playing the slow strat here, and it might pay out because Devin's looking to get Mixie.
Oh, Devin's got Deddy popped. He's chowing out, but Popcorn does not break. Mapple is scrapping it out. Player in the back here, he just gets away, but right into the jaws of Popcorn as he gets taken down. So now it is Grippy and Yomack left in a 2v3 situation, but Yomack able to spot Nova, doesn't quite take him out. Burgers don't have the bomb.
Ooh, Burgers don't have the bomb. That's a deep bomb spot. That's
Like
a tough place for it to be. Maybe one of the worst, Teamwork, if you think about it, but it's all good. They're just so far away and only 45 seconds left to grab it. You see Nova. He doesn't get spotted by Yomack, but he might now. Oh, it's a good old cat and mouse game, and he never spots him. Can you believe it, Teamwork? Now a 1v3. Boston Burgers looking a lot more good in this round.
Yeah, that got a lot easier there as Popcorn was able to win his 1 against Grippy. And they are able to pick the bomb up. It's going to start going down towards the B side. Now Yomack's got the world in front of him here to try and break this setup. It's going to be pretty much the same situation we saw the round before, where it's just going to need a miracle.
He is able to get 1. That's a quick one as well. 29 seconds left to go. Pretty sure he knows the other 2 are toward that AC side of the map. And Nova playing it slow. Popcorn throwing in them shimmies, them shakes, and them snakes. 19 seconds left to go. The snakes pay off. Boston Burgers win that round. I think it very much so benefited the Boston Burgers in that situation, that it seemed like the Chicago Hunted were unaware that that bomb was down in such a precarious position.
Yeah, there's no way they guessed it was down behind Palm Tree. Like, it was just at the very, very top edge of the map, and I imagine they thought, and you could see Yomack pre-nade that A bomb side. I think he really thought they were trying to stick to that side. That's where Popcorn ended up killing Grippy. So maybe some accidental, that they might just be playing 4D chess out there, Jakey. They might be doing some crazy stuff on the side of the Burgers, but they're looking good in the search so far.
We got the delayed nade. It doesn't hit anything. The nade from Chicago Hunted does pay off for them. And this is a quick one. Maple or Mapple. That's got to be. We'll forget about it. He goes down. Yeah. Chicago Hunted with a quick one.
There you go. It's all you needed. And I totally got faked out by that nade there. I saw the nade pop at the kill feed. I was like, no way, bro. Dude just hit the lineup on him. But that was
He's been
dead.
hitting that server time. He's been hitting that server time. He was
Oh,
waiting for
yeah.
that. He said, guys, don't worry. Somebody double nade this with me. But it doesn't pay out. I would love to see that nade pay out in the later rounds, but maybe we'll see it. Maybe we won't. Boston Burgers slowly but surely letting their lead slip. Now a 3-2 game. 1 round away for the Chicago Hunted from tying this one up after it looked a little slow for them. Even if you look at the scoreboard, you see Popcorn having a great game, Nova having a great game as well. This is a round Boston Burgers they most definitely would like to have. And it looks like they're going to play it slow off the back of that.
Good angle here from Maple. Hits him with a little offie. The chow out. Maybe a little overheat chow, but Big Butt is good for the trade onto Devin. It's now a 3v2 situation. Nova finds another one. So now it's Yomac left in a 1v3 once again.
Always Yomac, it seems. 49 seconds left to go. He is picking the correct bomb site, and they don't know that he's here. He might have heard that slide. He doesn't see him lay down. Nova might not have the angle. There's a lot of shots coming in, though. The Boston Burgers do a great job of playing Overwatch on that bomb planner, and they find their 4th round on the board. They've looked great in these offensives.
They seem like they know exactly what they want to do on offense here, and they're able to execute very well, and they've just been picking apart the Hunted so far, at least on the offensive side of things. And it's working out for them, and I think you may have called it, Jakey. I think these guys are some Search All-Stars.
You always see it. Oh, my voice is messed up. I'm sorry. Give me a...
Here we go. We got Grippy on board here. Gonna be carrying that bomb through the buildings. Looks like they may try to carry this thing over towards A. So they've got a decent setup. We're just gonna try to catch one of these players. Maybe doing something they shouldn't, as Maple gets picked up by Grippy right away. That's a big first blood, and you can see those arrows from the Hunted start to react, but the bomb goes the exact opposite direction. This play call out of the Hunted. Maybe a 5-head here, but Popcorn's going to be trying to dismantle it any way he can. Makes it a 2v3 situation. It's Popcorn and Nova against the world.
2-on-3 scenario right here. 45 seconds left to go. Good beams out of Nova right there. 7-2. 40 seconds left. He's got the bomb in hand, so you can play with that a little bit, but Reaper's so far away, he kind of needs to play for a pick here. I'm not sure he knows Popcorn is down, but Nova knows where he is. 2v1 scenario now. Popcorn in a precarious position, but he might be in just the perfect spot. He spots one, throws some shots in. Reaper hopping on over, but Popcorn's ready for it. Now he's going to chow the second. Popcorn doesn't find it. Big round out of the Chicago Hunted. I mean, that's one you most definitely needed. That keeps the Boston Burgers away from that match point. And hey, you buy yourself a lifeline, no doubt about it.
Yeah, that was a must-win round for sure there for the Hunted. They're able to clutch it up. And it was looking dark there for a second for them. It's not looking too great, but hey, they pulled it off. Now they just got to try to even this scoreline out a little bit and maybe push 2-0 in this series. But the Burgers are looking really good on offense right now. We've yet to see the Chicago Hunted really be able to stop this B push. It's looking like that's what the Burgers are going to go for here as Mapple's leading the charge, and you see the first blood already come through. Devin gets picked. Big Butt himself, but Yomac fires back. He's going to try to get two, and he does. Some great shooting out of Yomac to give his team the 2v2 situation here.
Could it be a game saver? We will see. Nova still has that snipe. He's playing quite aggressively with it. Let's see if it ends up paying off. You can't imagine that Yomac would expect him to be here in this scenario. But with 45 seconds left to go, Reaper's on the deep pinch, and it might pay off. Boston Burgers, they need to make a play for the bomb.
Oh yeah, Nova is running for his life here with the pinch of the sentry coming through. The Big Butt guy is on the back wrap, but Reaper ducks and dives, clutches the kill. You hate to see it. The Chicago Hunted balance it out for all.
Yeah, just a moment ago, it seemed like the Boston Burgers were all systems go to winning this map, but now you can't be so sure. Chicago Hunted have slowly but surely gained that momentum that they need. And now it's anybody's game. Popcorn still frying. Nova still frying. Chicago hunted. It is a team effort. Look at that scoreboard. 6, 6, 6, 5, 5, 6, 5, 6. It is perfect. And it has led them up to this point. Let's see. Let's see if Devin can get this bomb down for a 4th time.
There we go. The double chow comes out. Popcorn comes out on top, though. Picks up Reaper. Scrippy finds Nova. It's going to be 3 all here. Now the bomb carrier Devin gets taken out by Popcorn as well. The man is on a heater right now. 12 and 5, giving his team the advantage here on defense.
Slow game right now. The shots come in from Big Butt Guy, but he isn't able to convert that kill. He gets stunned as well. He gets jumped out on, but Grippy bites off a little more than he can chew. Now Yomack left in the 1v3. Maple spots him. They know where he is. Does this nade come through? No, it does not. You see the arrows rushing to attack him. Yomack is able to pick up 1. This would be the 1v3 that they needed, but there's only 30 seconds left to go, Team Org.
Yomack's going to have to do everything right here to be able to pick up this round, but he may have just found the god timing as he's able to juke these players out. He's got the B bomb site for free if he reads it, but he's going to wrap it back. If he can go, I think Big Butt spotted him there. Big Butt's wrapping back towards A. He's going to chow him, but Yomack is forced to plant here. Big Butt knows it. He's going to be all over him, putting those shots down, and there it goes. The Boston Burgers clutch it up. Not letting Yomack get away with that one. He's had a lot of attempts at 1v3s, but just none have hit the mark just yet.
Yeah, I mean, that was close. If he goes and plants that bomb B, I mean, that is an insane round. But he tries to double back. I think you're right. He does get caught by Big Butt Guy in the middle of the map. He must have saw a sneaker or something, because it was a very close to Yomack being able to split the defense again and find that bomb plant. But no, 4-5 now. Boston Burgers, match point for them, and we've seen how good they are on the offensive end. Can they convert one more time, Team Org? This is for that map victory.
This is everything for the hunted here. Popcorn does get a nade onto Yomack there and a Simtex to boot. It's going to back him down, so they got info on at least one player. But everybody's playing a little slow right now. This is some slasher search and destroy. Everybody's looking for a pick. Nothing happening too crazy on the map at the moment. Some shots fire off, though, and Yomack does find Big Butt Guy. So that may be the first blood they needed to be able to get into this. And now Mapple's getting hunted down as well. Yomack is pissed after all those 1v3s.
Yomack trying to set it to that round 11, and that's exactly where we might be going. Popcorn left in the 1v4. I mean, hey, if there's anybody to be stuck in a 1v4, you would want it to be Popcorn if you were the Burgers. 13 and 5 so far. And if he did this, I mean, that would be unbelievable. But I think the time is just not on his side. He is able to get spotted. Does the kill come through? No. And the chase is there. So the Chicago hunted force it. Round 11. And I mean, hey, Team Org, as we've said it once, we've said it a million times, this is for all of the marbles. Every single one of them.
Yep, even that really cool blue and white one that I have loved since I was a boy. It is in the ring, folks. Marbles are out. And it's round 11. And I think it's going to come down to, yeah, who gets attack and defense here. And Burgers did get the attacking ground. So they're not quite finding the slaying that they would hope throughout this search and destroy, or maybe we wouldn't be in this situation, but they are going to be on their preferred side, at least for how this map has been going so far. And once again, they're just going to try to suss these players out, but now Popcorn finds the first blood. He takes out Yomack, who is starting to heat up a little bit. That's a great kill out of him. Now the hunted are on the back foot, but you got Devin in the on the flank, able to find Popcorn, raid boss down. He's going to get away with his life. This makes it very awkward for the Burgers here as that clock keeps ticking away.
Yeah, and along with that, the Burgers have not been very proactive on this attacking side. As I say that, though, they do cross that B bomb site. They get it down. 45 seconds left to go. 3v3 situation, and Devin is the X factor right here. Nova not going to turn around. He is going to be able to find this player now. It's going to be Maple all alone. 1v3 scenario. I'm not sure they know that he's up here, but they're going to insta-hop it, and I'm not sure he's ready for that. He might not even be able to check that in time. He's waiting for the first chow, but nobody does, and the Chicago Hunted close it out. They come out on top, and they go up 2-0 in the series. On the attacking side right here, and this would be a great time for the Boston Burgers to really have a shutdown. But after that map 2 round 11, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Chicago Hunted going full steam ahead and start frying some kids.
Full steam ahead indeed, as they have just put all these players right around that A objective. But Popcorn is being that guy for his team with a 2-piece. Devin does come out on top of these trades though, so he is going to start beating away at that second tick there. Reaper's going to help him out. So now they got 2 ticks at A. They're continuing to stack that hill up. The Boston Burgers have got to get on their horse to be able to stop this, but Yomack is the first man up, finding kills all over the map and just slowing these teams down. So now you've got 2 minutes and 15 if you are the Boston Burgers to cap this the Chicago Hunted, sorry, to cap this last hill, and you're already stopping the clock again.
Big Bud guy doing some nice, support job on that B site. Nova takes his time to make his way over here, but Devin with the big drop shot kill right there. They're stacking that point. Word to Jim's. 2 players over there, but a big shutdown from Popcorn. He's been the X factor for the Boston Burgers. Devin, though, on a 6 streak, he finds that cruise missile already. I mean, hey, I'm not surprised. He's been playing great so far this series.
Yeah, the guy's been gross for his team here, doing everything he can to try and hold the line, but the Nova is just a little too tough. He's going to wind back that second tick there. But they've already given up a tick at B, and there's a minute 50 on the board. So these guys are going to have to play some real ratty corners here to try and stop this push. As Yomack and crew are leading right into that objective. They're going to start to try and stop that clock once again. But you got a lot of players from Boston Burgers nearby playing some rat spots. There's gunfights going all over the map at the moment as Maple does get picked up by Yomack, so he's going to be able to stop the clock. There's still a minute 40.
Minute 40 is a lot of time left. You got 2 ticks on the board in Boston Burgers. They have to move. They're flooding into that bottom side, that vending machine area, and the kills come through. The Chicago Hunted find the first round win. I mean, that was a lot of lives, Team Org, and not a lot of time, in that game. It felt like just kills were happening all over the place, and they were all on the battles for those points.
Yeah, everything was going down on the objectives right there, and you gotta love to see the play call out of Chicago Hunted. They wasted no time getting onto that A objective, just working trades, trying to keep a stack on the hill if possible. It just worked out perfectly for them here. So gonna see the Burgers maybe try to take a play out of their book here as they go down the middle of the map. Maple finds a big one, but the kill feed just lights up. Reaper does count him out on top on the trades, and Popcorn is all that is left on the front line here. He's gonna have to wait for his team to come up, get some nice shots down, but doesn't find a kill. Big Butt's good for his help though, but Reaper's still alive. It's gonna be a thorn in these guys' side here as they try to get into this A objective. Popcorn does just that, stopping the clock at a minute, but he's got to try to stay alive. There's just too many Chicago players nearby. Going on the B objective, it's Maple holding the line. He's able to find one before he gets traded out, and the Chicago Hunted are starting to push these players back a little bit.
Yeah, no ticks on A or B. You have a little bit of progress on B, so you're going to want to tackle that. You see all 4 of those Boston Burgers arrows coming off a spawn, and Popcorn with a big 2-piece right there. 3, 4 down right there. Grippy so far away. They're going to have to chalk that point. And, I mean, the Chicago Hunted, they're going to have to get ready for an A push because 2 ticks already through and the kill's still coming in for the Burgers.
Yeah, they've got a 4 life advantage at the moment. Chalk another minute on the board, make it a minute 50 total to get this A objective. But it can be so difficult here if the defensive team plays right. You see that number 4 player Grippy already pushed up into that backs A area. He's going to be forcing those spawns so far. It's going to be up to his teammates to try and send these players back to the spawn. Yomack's going to get back down a little bit, but Devin's good for a couple. Now you can start to see that spawn trap come through, and look how deep they're spawning there, Jake. It's a trek.
Oh, and they're doing exactly what they need to do as well. You got player 1 roaming. You got player 4, kind of playing those outskirts, making sure nobody's sneaking through. And Reaper and Devin are just currently farming right now. Minute 8 on the clock. Maple just looking for anybody he can, but he's laying down behind the chairs. What a silly guy. Just causing a ruckus, being a nuisance. Boston Burgers, 12 lives to go.
You can Chicago Hunted have just been eating away at that lead this whole time. They've got players just doing everything they need to do here. Reaper's finding all the timings in the world. The guy is literally a shark on the map right now, hunting these players. But Maple, what a snap out of him onto Yomac. Grippy's going to be there, but Popcorn finds a quick trade. This could be what he needs to be able to get onto the objective here. They got to deal with Devin first. He's going to take away not one, but maybe just one of his teammates. Big butt guy clutching up. Not going to lie, guy, I had little faith, but hey, baby, you got that kill. Now, they're on the offensive towards that A side, and they are actually able to stop the clock at 18, Jake.
There is a chance. 8-8 now. Boston Burgers have really evened up that life count, and 2 more go their way. This is more than possible. You just got to stack that point. Word to Jim's yet again. 2 ticks already on the board, but you see player 2. He's trying to sneak on through. He is able to pick up 1. Is he going to be able to contest that point? Yes, he will. He's going to jump on in. He finds a second, and the collapse is there. Devin finds the third, and with 16 seconds left to go, the Burgers only have 4 lives, but Chicago, that's all of the players they have. Those 3 players. 1 break is everything, but they got to move fast, and there's only 7 seconds left to go. The trade's going back and forth. 2v2 now. Devin right around the corner from him. A big 2-piece out of Grippy, and the time runs out. The Chicago Hunted make it happen again, and they go up 2-0 in the control.
That's some clutch gameplay there out of Chicago. They actually found themselves at the tail end of that life counter there. So they hit 4 before the Boston Burgers, despite all the slaying they were doing. They were able to clutch it up there with some good setups, and they just seem so well oiled on this map, actually. Like, I did all that talking about maybe nobody's played this game, but they seem, or this map, but they seem to know exactly what they were doing, forcing that back spawn, just causing those players to have to cross the map. Now they find themselves on the attacking side as Maple's going to stick that window there.
They're kind of tough from time to time, to be honest, but another good start for the Boston Burgers. Let's see if they can retain this. You do have player 3 around, and you see he's pulling those spawners his direction. Those tent spawns, very dangerous right there. So now they can kind of run straight onto that A point. You can see the Boston Burgers kind of surprised about the fact that they are on that A point, but Popcorn and Nova do a great job of reacting to it accordingly, and the time ticking off the clock, you know, faster than you would expect. And another wave for the Boston Burgers. They just got to clear up Grippy off of that point.
Oh, and there go the tent spawns. It seemed like they were maybe going to be able to just win the war of attrition there if they kept getting that spawn, but now they're in the Narnia chokehold here, and they've got to get past Popcorn, just playing some great rats. I think he saw Reaper on the crosshair, maybe letting his team know he's going to go hunting, baby. 20-9. He's going to be looking to shut down these players on the B objective here. He knows there should be one still by. Teammates are pushing the map very well, kind of keeping it over towards that B side. They know that the Chicago is going to have to catch something at some point, so they're just going to stack one of them up. It's Nova's finding big kills. Grippy is able to stop the clock, but Popcorn is shooting. Backs him down.
Player on that B point along with Yomac as well. 20 seconds left to go. Boston Burgers could really benefit from a break here, but that's a big 3 down. Player 8, the only player around that's going to be Nova, and they're going to chalk this point. They're going to try to play for A right now. You got 1 minute and 17 left on the clock. I wouldn't focus too much on those lives because I would expect them not to come into play. I mean, you'd be surprised, but for now, you just got to really try to buy yourself some time because Chicago Hunted, they don't have a lot of it, and you need this round.
Oh, that's a great nade out of Grippy there. Maybe that they need to get a little momentum on the map. If Devin is able to get a good flank in, and he's good for 2. Clock stopped at 1 minute even. And now Reaper's going to try to remove that player, and Popcorn has been so annoying to them on this defensive side. And I like the setup out of the Burgers here, kind of spreading that spa, like campsite area, really making these, really making the Hunted remove them from the map so they can really do anything.
And Popcorn is putting on an absolute masterclass right now. 24 and 10, make it 24 and 11. 10 objective kills as well. Doing so much for the team right now, but that's a big 3 down from the side of Chicago Hunted. This is their chance to make something happen right now. You see player 5 calling in that kill streak. It's going to be Popcorn. How many does he get? He gets 0, and now they're on that point. They only have 9 lives left to go, but at this point, you just got to fight your way to the point. Maple going to get a big kill onto Grippy right there, but Devin with the overwatch, the kills come through, and a big clearance from the side of the Boston Burgers. They buy themselves a lifeline, and that could be a round win. They just cannot throw it within these 20 seconds.
It's the ultimate struggle here on defense on Expo, is you just gotta not troll as best you can here. It's gonna be one more push, and there's a little bit of a troll. There's Grippy's able to find Yomac, but they do kill Big Butt Guy. He gets traded out. They got to get a player onto this objective. Grippy may be able to do that, but he's got to get on his horse here and maybe try to find one of these players. Nova hiding in plain sight, not able to find a kill, though. This may be what they needed here. His Reaper's going to be able to clear it out. They're stopping the clock at 2 seconds. He's the only player alive, 1v9 at the moment. The world is on his shoulders, trying to shut this series down, but the Boston Burgers are going to clutch it up and extend it out. And we may be looking at the beginnings of the ultimate reverse sweep.
The ultimate reverse sweep would be quite a sight to see, Team Org, I would imagine. And hey, if the Chicago Hunted make the reverse sweep in the control, the ultimate reverse sweep is most definitely on the cards. Once you lose a map like that, it just deflates the whole team. So, I mean, maybe this was just a 5-head play out of the Boston Burgers. They're just trying to get as close as possible to the loss just to bring it back in to give themselves the best possible odds. Hey, you never know. But hey, here we go. Round 4. You see the Boston Burgers. They are focusing on that B site.
Yes, they are. And so far, so good as they find the first 2 kills. They're not going to stop the clock just yet. Maybe try to bait out a couple more of these players as they know they're going to be attracted to all that action over towards the B side. Popcorn is able to back down Yomac, but little awkward gunfight here as everybody's just trading. Yomac doesn't really find anything. Reaper's good for at least 1 trade here. Grippy finds 1 as well, so the defense is going pretty good so far. Only a minute on the board, but you got to deal with Popcorn in your back spawn. This could be tough. He's now forcing those defensive players to spawn in that bottom right corner of the mini-map there. And that is a big trek, especially to the beach.
Shots are good for Popcorn. He's 31 and 12. He's just been absolutely frying from start to finish. He was unlocked after that map 1. And hey, the Boston Burgers, they go and hop their way over onto that A site, and it doesn't look like the Chicago Hunted were prepared for it. There's 3 stacked on that point right now. The kill's still coming in. Yomac, though, he is able to find 1, but this is a dangerous spot for the Chicago Hunted. They're most likely going to be able to get this A captured. They got to fight for B.
Yeah, you got a decision to make here. Do you go and fight Popcorn on the point, or do you go and clear it? And it looks like they said both of them, as they were able to pick up Popcorn and clear the A site. They gave up 2 ticks at A and 1 at B here. And now it's going to be up to Devin and the boys to try and slow this B push down. They did get the near spawn there. Devin does find Maple. It's going to be big for him, but Popcorn is still doing his thing, man. You've got to try to shut this player down. 36-13.
It seems like every time we watch Expo, someone is just going absolutely crazy on the map. Maybe it's just my luck, but hey, we'll remember that for the next time we watch Expo. Big kill onto that A point from the side of Chicago Hunted. Big kills all across the map. Popcorn, the lone player remaining. 13v12 now, but you only have 17 seconds left to go. You see Popcorn's on that B point, but as he dies there, they got to make a move because there's only 13 seconds remaining.
Tent spawns are in, Jakey. Tent spawns are in. They all 4 of the attacking players just spawn so close to that objective. They gotta adjust their setup quick as the only player that can defend it is dead, and the stacks are in. They're gonna start collecting that A point, and it's already in the bag. They're finding all the kills as well. Maple was able to get 2 to walk away with that trade battle here. So now all eyes are on this B objective. Maple's leading the charge. He's already there. He's going to be able to stop that clock at 2 seconds before Yomac takes him out. But you've got the dude himself, Mr. Popcorn, just popping corn all over these fools. Able to go 38 and 16 here on the map. A Cruz does get invested. There's only 3 lives left for the Burgers. They may see this series flip away here unless they can clutch up.
Gonna be a big hit. Grippy with another pick. That leaves Big Butt Guy and Nova left all alone. Now one Nova versus the world, and he gets caught. The Chicago Hunted close it out in theatric fashion. 3-1 is the map score, and 3-0 is the series score. The Chicago Hunted looking fantastic from start to finish, and they come out on top this week.
It's a well-deserved